How's it going? My name is Brent from ENCORE Window Tinting and Paint Protection Film, and today I'd like to take a minute and show you how we install clear bra on the front fender of a Tesla Model 3. We've already done all of our prep work, so we're going to go ahead and just get started on installing the pattern. So on most of our fenders for Teslas, we do use a pattern, but we remove areas like we remove all the cameras from the fenders, so we delete that part that cuts around that in the computer, as well as we make some of the edges bigger to make sure that we wrap everything. So it's definitely a good idea to keep soapy water on the material, as it will help the squeegee slide around it. So on this top edge, what I've done is I went ahead and sprayed some rubbing alcohol in there, and we're going to go ahead and line that up really well and then squeegee out all of the soapy water and the rubbing alcohol mixture. So once that top edge is lined up real well and tacked down, I'm going to go ahead and move down to the bottom here. So we're going to stretch from that top all the way down to the bottom. There's not going to be a lot of stretch. You just want to make sure and keep everything lined up really well. So if you've got, we wrap into the door there. So you want to keep that line material hanging over. You want to keep that fairly uniform. So another thing here is that you want to go ahead and make sure that you keep the material moving around really well on the panel. And one way to do that is to, as you get to different areas of the panels, to lift it up and re-wet it down. Now we're going to stretch this to the top of the headlight there on that very edge. So that's our next tack point that we're going to stretch to. And then go ahead and tack it down. And then we're going to move on to the part in between the headlight and the front trunk. It's just important that you keep this lined up really well, because this isn't an area that gets wrapped, and so you want it to go right up to the edge so that you don't see that edge of the film. And then once I get down closer to the bottom here, we're going to go ahead and add some more rubbing alcohol just to help that tack down really quickly and not lose its stretch that we've already put in it. It's a pretty minor stretch. Make sure to do a lot of overlapping strokes with the squeegee. You don't want to leave any water behind. All right, now that we've got that stretched down to the headlight, we're going to go ahead and remove all of the soapy water on the top of the fender. And what we're going to do is I'm just going to push that up and into the frunk area. And you'll notice that some of these areas I go over them like 2 or 3 times, and it's just because it's really important that you get all of the water out of there. You need to make that a really good habit of getting all the moisture out, so that when you're working on other vehicles like white vehicles where you really can't see the moisture under there, it's just kind of part of a good habits for installing paint protection film. Now on this edge, we're going to end up with a few little fingers, and so what I've done is went ahead and put rubbing alcohol mixture underneath there, and then we're going to go ahead and squeegee all of this out. And then on a lot of these edges, what I'm going to do is go over the edge, wrap the material in a little bit, and then hold. And with the rubbing alcohol mixture in there, that just helps it tack down really fast, so we don't have to worry about those little fingers popping back up. All right, now that we've got the pattern pretty much stretched into place, we've got one more tack point to do, but let's go ahead and get rid of some of this other soapy water. We're also going to leave the camera area until the end. Alright, I'm just going to continue to get this soapy water out from underneath the material. I'm working my way up towards the front, and I'm making sure to overlap a lot and go over the same areas again and again just to make sure that we get all of the moisture out. And you'll see there again that I lifted the material up and put some more soapy water underneath there, and what that does is just make sure that nothing's sticking, because if anything starts to stick and you move the material around, you're going to distort the adhesive. So before I started stretching all this into place, I went ahead and lifted that up, put some more soapy water in, and then now what we're going to be doing here is that first little stretch I did was to the very tip next to the headlight, and now we're stretching down to the area in the wheel well, making sure that the area that goes right up against the bumper is right on the line. And this is going to be a little bit more of the rubbing alcohol mixture on all of the edges to help rinse out all of the soapy water. Material does wrap into the wheel wells here, and so again what we do is put a little rubbing alcohol in there and then squeegee down and over into the wrapped area, into the wheel well, and then hold. Alright, let's go ahead and take care of this camera area now. The first thing that we're going to do is trim out the excess material that actually is in the hole in the fender for the camera. And what that's going to allow the rest of the material to do is settle a little bit in there and not stretch as tight when we're trying to form it down into that recess. Alright, so I've trimmed out that area, and then this is rubbing alcohol again, put in there to flush out all of the soapy water to help it tack down really well. So I'm going to start with this top area on the left that's got a decent little recess in it, and I'm going to push that area down with my finger, and I'm going to come back and tack the rest down around my finger with my squeegee. I'm just going to work my way around. Same with this area. I'm going to go ahead and put my finger in there, and I'm going to push the air out and then hold the material down with my finger so that the air cannot travel back up into that area. And then I'm going to work around my finger with my squeegee to get everything tacked down real well. In these areas, it's just important that you go over your squeegee marks multiple times to make sure that you're getting every little angle, because that's a lot of recesses and different angles there. You want to make sure you're getting all that moisture out from underneath the material. And then once you've got everything tacked down, go ahead and dry the panel off. And what this will allow you to do is really check everything out and make sure that you've got all the water out. So you want to just double check everything and make sure that there's no air pockets or water left. Alright, so what I'm doing here is just going to finish wrapping this top edge into the frunk area. Unfortunately, my GoPro on my head there, battery died on it. So this is the only angle we get of this. So basically that area just wraps in, and then I go through and just tuck it in with the squeegee and get all the moisture out. So right here, what we're going to be doing is trimming the excess material away from the hole in the fender. I'm also pretty soon going to do a tutorial on good practices when trimming paint protection on the car to show people, what a good way to know that you're not cutting through the material. And definitely takes a lot of practice to make sure you're not hitting the paint. So once you've trimmed that area and torn the excess material away from the hole, go ahead and dry everything out and double check all your edges and make sure that the material is down. All that would be left to do at this point is to heat seal all the edges, and I'm going to make a video soon about that whole process. I appreciate you taking a look at the install on this fender on a Tesla Model 3 and hope to see you on the next one.